Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and welcome to another video where in today's video we're going to be talking about Modern Warfare 4 again, and specifically 5 things that need to come into this next Call of Duty game. The 5th thing, a lot of you may actually disagree with me on this, but I really do think that the 5th thing on my list actually should come back to the Call of Duty series. But anyway, as most of you already know, the next Call of Duty game is going to be made from Infinity Ward, which of course they're the ones who made the Modern Warfare series, Call of Duty Ghosts, and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. This is Infinity Ward's time to shine. It's their chance to prove themselves worthy that they can make a great Call of Duty game, because their last two did not have a very good feedback from the community. So I'm very curious to what this next Call of Duty game might be. I mean, I'm sure most of us are going to assume it's going to be Modern Warfare 4. I think that's a really reasonable assumption there. But anyway, what I'm going to say first here on my list that needs to come to Modern Warfare 4 is that combat records and leaderboards need to be there at the launch of the game. Like, there is absolutely no exception at all to why combat records and leaderboards are not in the very start of this next Call of Duty game, because as we see here in Black Ops 4, we don't have a combat record system, and they're not going to add one because they want to keep it on their stupid mobile app, which not a lot of people are very happy about. And leaderboards, we do kind of have it here in Black Ops 4, but we can only see it on our friends list, right? We can't see global leaderboards, like where we rank against everyone else in the entire world on like the Xbox or PlayStation and stuff like that. And it's ridiculous, you know, it's just ridiculous how we don't see that here in Black Ops 4, and I really hope this next Call of Duty game actually has these features in the game, but I want them at the launch of the game. I don't want to wait 6 months later and then get a combat record system. I want to be there right when the game first comes out. The second thing I want to talk about is that there needs to be a lot of weapons in the multiplayer, and I mean a lot of weapons in the multiplayer. Like, seriously, when I think of a lot of weapons, I'm kind of thinking about maybe 50 different total weapons, you know, and I'm not talking about DLC guns either. Like, seriously, go ahead and add DLC guns later down the road. That's fine with me, as long as you make it a fair way where like anybody can actually get them without spending like COD points and stuff like that. Totally fine with that, but you know, there needs to be a lot of like standard weapons at the launch of the game, and I don't know about weapon variants. Like, that's another thing that's a little bit different. I know with World War II, weapon variants were just different looking variants of guns that basically would just give you bonus XP. I mean, I'm totally fine with weapon variants staying in the Call of Duty series, but I want there to be like a total of like at least 50 different weapons, because back in Modern Warfare 3, there were so many different guns in that game. I can't remember how many guns were actually in Modern Warfare 3, but like when you would go through the light machine guns, the shotguns, the pistols, there was even a machine pistol section. There were just such a wide variety of different kinds of guns in each category. But now in Call of Duty, you look at Black Ops 4, for example, there's only like 2 different standard shotguns, there's only 3 different light machine guns, there's 4 different snipers, there's a lot of assault rifles, and a lot of SMGs, but like these other gun categories, there's just not a lot of variety of them to use, and that's what I want to see. I want to see a wide variety of different weapons to use in this next Call of Duty game. And the next thing I want to mention is actually kill streaks. I want there to be a lot of kill streaks. Now, for the most part, every Call of Duty game has like a pretty decent amount of kill streaks. You know, there's different ways to customize them. And when I say different ways to customize, I mean just the different ways to like apply them to your like loadout. So when you play in a multiplayer match. But, you know, I want to see different kill streaks come to the Call of Duty series. And, you know, the kill streaks I really enjoyed the most were probably Advanced Warfares, because you can add modules, up to 3 modules for each kill streak in that game. It would basically make it where it costs more to earn, but once you do earn it, it becomes a lot more powerful, and it is like essentially putting attachments on like your score streaks or something like that. And I just really enjoyed that feature back in Advanced Warfare. But I want to see a total of at least maybe, I don't know, at least 30 different kill streaks. You know, I want to see a different kind. I want to see like attack choppers, gunships, AC-130s, chopper gunners. I don't really know what else. Of course, we're going to have like the nuke kill streak, right? I have that as a secret kill streak. I mean, seriously, that's like a staple in the Call of Duty franchise for Infinity Ward games. I'm sure they're going to have like a nuke kill streak in their game. But yeah, I want to see a bunch of variety of different kill streaks that used in the game. And I don't know, I just love using kill streaks. That's why I play Call of Duty. I'm not the kind of guy who likes to go on gun streaks necessarily. I like to earn kill streaks and make myself feel good when I play the game. The fourth thing that I also, oh, actually, before I say the fourth thing, let me back up a little bit here. So, along with the kill streaks, I also want to see the specialist kill streaks earned as well. So, we saw this back in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Ghosts. There was a specialist strike package that you can earn. So, basically, instead of earning like attack choppers and all those score streaks and stuff like that, you could actually earn perks, right? For like the amount of kills you get, you would actually start earning perks, and eventually, like in Modern Warfare 3, once you got the specialist bonus, you would get every single perk in the game, and it would just make you like this super soldier, and that's what people used to actually go for MOABs back in the day. Of course, Call of Duty Ghosts had a little bit different system when it came to their specialist strike package system, but it still wasn't that bad. But anyway, like, I really want to see the specialist strike package system return. I think it's really nice to actually go for like those long kill streaks and stuff. But now that I think about it, I guess World War II actually kind of has that, but it's like a basic training you have to use or something. But anyway, moving on to the fourth thing that I think needs to come to this next Call of Duty game is the map changes. And when I mean map changes, hear me out. So this is something that we saw back in Call of Duty Ghosts. So the map strike zone, right? If you called in a chem strike, which is the nuke in Call of Duty Ghosts, if you got a chem strike on the map strike zone, it would actually blow up the map, and the map layout would actually change itself. And I thought that was such an awesome feature back then. I thought that was so cool, and that was the only map that did that back in Call of Duty Ghosts. No other map did that in Ghosts, and I didn't understand why. So for this next Call of Duty game, I want every single map to be like that. I want to see every single map make it to where when you call in the nuke kill streak in the game, it actually does blow up the map and the map layout actually changes. I just think that would be such an awesome feature, and it should like stay in the Call of Duty series. I mean, seriously, that like we've only seen that happen in one map in the history of Call of Duty, but I want to see that happen to every single map in this next Call of Duty game. The last thing, the fifth and final last thing that I'm going to be mentioning here in this video, and I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me on this, but Extinction Mode from Call of Duty Ghosts needs to return, and I know a lot of people did not like Extinction Mode, and it's understandable, you know, it's totally different from Zombies. It's actually, in a way, a lot harder than Zombies, because it's more, you're like playing these long missions that take like over an hour to actually complete, rather than Zombies. You can like basically just kill zombies and just survive how many rounds you want or whatever. And also the problem back with Extinction, if you played solo, you couldn't actually pause the game, which was really dumb. I can't believe you couldn't pause in Extinction, which I thought was very stupid back then. But anyway, Extinction Mode was something I got into a lot back in Call of Duty Ghosts. It was a game mode I played a lot. I think I prestiged at least 7 times in that mode, and I really think it became a lot better when they added the armory system. And with the armory system, you could actually basically earn these teeth by like every 100 aliens that you would kill, or like these other challenges that you could complete to actually earn these teeth. And with these teeth, you can basically have like these upgrades that were like permanent upgrades that you can either turn them on or off. And some of those upgrades were like absolutely crazy. You could have like 2 different class loadouts, which I think cost 1,000 teeth, which is absolutely insane. That's like a lot of teeth. And so I think Extinction was such a fun mode. It had a great story to it. I do admit, though, Infinity Ward did screw up Extinction with Infinite Warfare Zombies, because in Infinite Warfare Zombies, they basically said that like the Extinction maps and all that stuff were just films and stuff like that, which completely ruined Extinction. So I'm not sure how they would be able to continue Extinction if they were going to go off the Infinite Warfare Zombies thing. But still, Extinction back in Call of Duty Ghosts was such a fun mode. I wish more people actually played it. I got into it so much. I beat every single map. I know that. I think I beat every map solo except for the last one, which was Exodus. Exodus was a very hard map, and that's something I really liked as well. Every time there was a new DLC Extinction map that came out, it got harder and harder and harder, and I loved that about Extinction. I love how challenging it was. I love playing video games that are challenging, which is probably why I should start playing like Dark Souls or something like that. But seriously, you guys, if you guys really did not give Extinction a try back then, I highly recommend doing so. It is such a good mode, and there's so much they can expand upon it too. You know, if they were to bring Extinction back, I know that like, the development studio can come up with many different ideas how they can make it better, how they can make more replayability value to it, and all this kind of stuff. Like, there's so many different things that they could do to bring back Extinction and make it such a better mode, mode because I loved it back in Call of Duty Ghosts. I mean, one thing they could do is that maybe they can make Extinction kind of like raids from Destiny or something like that, and maybe more people would start getting into it. I'm not too sure. Maybe Extinction will become too repetitive if they did that, but that's just a thought I just had in my head. But anyway, that's it for the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you guys agree with my opinions, let me know down below in the comments. If you disagree with some of my opinions of what needs to happen to this next Call of Duty game, then go ahead and leave your thoughts down below as well. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, and of course subscribe to the channel if you have not already for more Call of Duty videos later in the future, and I shall catch you guys later.